Hello everyone, it's SpawnPoiint, and today the PS5 gets a new update which brings us new features that we're going to go over, including a big one for the DualSense controller and another one that could hint at a new handheld. Now at the time of uploading, this is a public beta, so is available to anyone who signs up and is documented on PlayStation's site. But any questions you've got, just let me know and I will try to answer those. And if you do want to sign up to the program yourself, I have linked to the website down below in the description. Okay, so the first update that we've got is for the DualSense controllers. This includes both the normal DualSense and the Edge controllers. Now, normally when you pair a controller to your PS5, you need to connect it to your PS5 via a USB cable, power it on, and you're good to go. But what happens when you want to use that same controller on a different device? Maybe your phone, your PC, or even another PS5 in your house. Well, you then have to pair it again to the new device, which means it loses connection or its memory to the previous device. And that could be a real pain if you're jumping between consoles or devices on a regular basis. Well, in the new update, you'll be able to store up to 4 devices in the memory of the controller so you can swap between them at a click of a button. Okay, so here's how you're able to pair your controller to multiple devices. First, you need to make sure that the controller is powered off, then press one of the action buttons, the triangle, circle, X, or square, and the PlayStation button for more than 5 seconds at the same time. Now the light bar will flash 2 times, showing you a player indicator icon. And if you keep holding it, it will go into the pairing mode with these rapid flashes. Now you need to switch on Bluetooth on your device, whether that's your PC or your mobile device, and pair with the controller. Once it's paired, you'll get a little LED light showing you which number it's paired to. So you might see 4 different LEDs depending on how many devices you pair it with. Then to switch between the devices which you've stored on the controller, you can do this again with those same buttons. All you have to do is press the PlayStation button and the icon that you assign the device to at the same time for 3 seconds. You can either do this when the controller is off or when it's on, and it will swap over to that new slot. So you could have, say, X set to your primary console or your primary PS5, and then triangle could be your secondary device. And as you can see here, each time you press the icon, the slot number or the LED changes as well. So triangle could be 1, circle 2, X 3, and square is 4. Now this is definitely one of those quality of life updates that is much needed, and for those of you who do use one controller on multiple devices or setups in your house, this is going to be a welcomed update this week. For me, this means I can swap between my TV setup and my desk setup without needing to repair the controller every time that I do it. But there's also another update we're getting this week called Power Saver for games. So PlayStation confirmed that with this new update, you may notice a new option in the settings called Power Saver. Now this feature is going to be shown and you can see it listed here, but you will not be able to actually use it yet. So for some reason it's in the beta, but not, so it's a bit of a weird choice really. Anyway, this will allow supported PS5 games to scale back performance and will allow your PS5 to reduce its power consumption when you toggle this on. And for those games that do support it, you'll get a little icon next to the game in the switcher in the control center. Now it will be off by default, but if it's not enabled or you don't have any games that support this, it will not make any difference to the performance of your PS5. But when it is on, VR mode will be unavailable, and some gameplay features may be limited. At this time though, we do not have a full list of the games that will support it, when the support is coming, and what this will actually mean for those games. But I do know there are a lot of talks and rumours that this could be a sign of the new handheld PS5 or PS6 console they were expecting in the next couple of years. But I'm just wondering why we're getting this update now. Like, what is the point of adding it to the beta this week if it's not even supported immediately? But I assume when it does go live, we'll be able to test those games and how they perform in a lower power state, something that I imagine the new handheld console will also use as well. Now in the beta post, PlayStation also confirmed some performance and stability improvements have been applied, although it doesn't go into detail exactly what that is. Messages and usability on some screens have been improved, but I've not actually seen what's changed at a quick glance through the menus. On the whole though, the biggest update here today was the controllers being able to pair to multiple devices at the same time. Now I think it's great to see more and more updates on the PS5, and it's great to see that the improvements that we've seen overall over the last couple of years. But what do you want to see next? What new features would you want to see added to the next actual update? For me, it's got to be custom wallpapers. I know we can do this with the PS5 Welcome tab, and it's something that I often change already, but I would like to see this console-wide too. At least give us the choice to replace the standard game art to our own images or pictures. Otherwise, that was a quick look at the beta update happening this week. Now, it will be about a month before the official update rolls out for everybody else, so unless you're on the beta program, hopefully this will have been useful to you. Well, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and follow me everywhere. Until next time.